All right, let's welcome to another awesome video by yours truly, and we're going to look at page 50. Okay, and so we're going to look at here. It says Darius deposits $300 into a new savings account. The account earns interest, so it's going to earn interest at a rate of 2.18% every 6 months. How much money does Darius have at the end of the first 6 months? Okay, so in this one, we're going to use the equation to get simple interest, which is simple interest is equal to principal times rate times time. And so remember, the principal is what you invest, what you deposit, what you charge. Your rate is always expressed as a percent. You got to convert it to a decimal. Your time has to be expressed in years. And so now you're going to deposit, well, that's a keyword that goes with principal. So you're going to deposit $300. You're going to multiply that times the rate, but the rate, you got to convert it. They give it to you as a percent, you got to make it a decimal. And so here, I just move it 2 times to the left, and now I have a decimal, which is 0.0218. And then times time, but time has to be in years. Well, they give you 6 months. Well, I know that in 1 year, that's 12 months. Okay, so I don't have 12 months, I have 6 months. So out of the 12 months, I have 6. So that means I have half a year. So that means I'm going to put here 0.5. Okay, and then I'm just going to multiply everything together. And for time's sake, I'm going to multiply this on the calculator. 300 times 0.0218 gives me 6.54. So these two together is 6.54 times 0.5. Okay, and then 6.54 times 0.5 gives me 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times 5 plus 2 is 27. 5 times 6 plus 2 is 32. And I get 3 numbers to the right of the decimal. So I get $3.27. So then my simple interest is equal to $3.27. Okay, so that's how much the bank has given Darius for depositing $300 in the first 6 months. And so the question is, how much money does Darius have at the end of the first 6 months, including interest? Including the interest, well, he had $300, but now he has 300 plus the interest. So he has, and this is your interest here. So the interest is this. That's the simple interest. That's how much he's earned. So he has now $300 plus the $3.27. And so my answer is 303.27. Final answer right here. Okay, next one. Okay, which of the following scenarios represents the smallest percent change? So percent change means you're going to have change over original. Okay, so change over original. Okay, so a baby that weighed 6 1/4 pounds at birth now weighs 8 pounds. This can tell you what the change in the original is. Well, if this is weighed, that means past tense. That has to be the original because it now weighs this. The baby weighs this. So that means that this had to happen before this. So past tense is original. It happened before. So then the original is 6 1/4. But we got to convert this to a decimal, 6.25. So then I'll put 6.25 at the bottom. Okay? And then what was the change in weight? That's what change means. Well, how do you know how much pounds has gone, how pounds the baby has gone up? And so what you have to do is you have to subtract 8.00 minus 6.25. And that'll tell you the change. That's how you can find the change between these two. And so you got to regroup here. And so it's 571, 1.75. And so here we have 1.75. And for time's sake, I'm going to do this on the calculator. Okay. And I get 1.75 divided by 6.25. Okay. And I get 0.28. Well, how do you make this decimal a percent? You move the decimal 2 times. And so this one here, F, is 28%. Yeah. And so now we're gonna go to the next one there. You gotta check every single one because you want the smallest percent change. So we'll see if this one is less than 28%. Again, this one actually tells you what the original is. It says there a painting that was originally purchased at $650. So that's the original because it has the word original. Originally. So it's the word original. Well, how much has value has changed? Now it's $875. Well, again, $875 minus $650 gives me I'm sorry, I can't see that. I subtracted $875 minus $650. I get $225. Okay, so that means that $225 is the change. Okay, again, for time's sake, I'm gonna put $225 divided by $650. Gives me 0.346. Okay, how do you make this a percent? 1, 2, so you get 34.6%. And so now ask yourself, well, which one could be the answer? If you're looking for the smallest percent change. Obviously, this guy is already out because 28% is less, so then I know the answer cannot be G. Now you go to the next one there. The sale price of a new computer is $599. The original price, look at that, originally priced. So that tells you the original $700. Well, how much did the computer go down? Well, maybe you can see it, and the answer is, if this was 600, there would be 100. And then plus one less, that means it's 101. And so again, you're going to use TIBO here. And I get here 0.144. And it continues, but I'm just going to first, these are actual numbers you get. But see, I don't waste my time with that. Because all I need is the first 3 digits. Move the decimal times to the right, 1, 2, and I get 14.4%. So now I was going to ask yourself, okay, I already eliminated this guy, that's too big. Now who's bigger, the 28 or the 14.4? Well, obviously the 28 is out already. So now I got a choice between this one and this other one. And I looked there, after 3 months of working out, a woman that previously weighed 163 pounds now weighs 153 pounds. Again, look at those key words. Past tense, weighed, weighs. Okay, so change over original. So original is something that already passed, or the first thing that passed in an order. And so I think that happened before, so that has to be the original. How much weight has changed? Well, after 3 months, the woman that previously weighed, she weighed this before, now weighs this. That means she lost weight. How much did she lose? Well, 163 minus 150 gives me 13. So this is 13. And then I'm going to use TIBO again. And I get 0.079. Okay, again, I'm with a decimal 2 times. And I get 7.9%. Okay, and so now you think there, okay, those are my answers. 7.9%, 14%, 34.6, and 28. You gotta think there, okay, well, which of those is the smallest percent change? Which one had the smallest percent change? Okay, and don't forget, must show work. Okay, must show work. Okay, let's go number 3 there. It says Hector buys a used car with an odometer reading at 42,450 miles. After the first month, the mileage increase shows an increase of 5.5%. Of 5%. After the second month, the mileage increases 4% from the first month. What is the odometer reading on Hector's car after the first 2 months? Okay, so then I guess you have a percent here. First, you must think, what have we been doing with percents? We've been converting them to decimals. So then 1, 2, so that's 0.05. And so how do I know how much the mileage has increased? Well, it increased after the first month, increased by 5%. Well, I need to figure out how much that is in actual numbers. So then I'm going to put 42,450 times 5% increase, so times 0.05. Okay, remember, this is the mileage that it was, and now we're going to find how much it has increased. So that's 0, that's 5 times 5 is 25, 5 times 4 is 20 plus 2 is 22. 5 times 2 is 10 plus 2 is 12. 5 times 4 is 20 plus 1 is 21. We got two numbers to the right of the decimal. So it went up 2,122.5 miles. So this is how many miles it has increased. So now I know it has increased 5% or 2,122.5 miles, 0.50 miles, sorry. And we're gonna add that to the 42,450. So I'm gonna put here, okay, 42,450. I'm getting from here, okay, plus 2,122.5. Add those two together, I get 0, 5, the decimal 27544. So I get 44,572.5. Now this is the first month, and so now I have this 44,572.5. Okay, that's the first month. Okay. First month. And what am I going to do now? I keep reading. After the second month, the mileage increases 4% from the first month. So this is the first month, and we're going to go up 4% more. So we're going to multiply times 0.04. And so we get 5 times 4 is 20. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 2 is 10. 7 times 4 is 28, 29. 5 times 4 is 20, 22. 4 times 4 is 16 plus 2 is 18. 4 times 4 is 16, 17. How many numbers to the right of the decimal? There's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So this time it went up 1,729. I'm sorry, 1,782.9 miles. And that's how much miles I'm going to add on top of the first month. So now I'm going to add 44,572.5 plus, let's put the decimal where it goes, and then the 2,871. So add them together, we get 0, 9 plus 4. 5 is 14. That's 5. So 15. That's 6, 8, 14. I'm sorry, 13. Sorry, 13. 6, and then 4. And so now my new mileage is 46,355.40. And that's my answer right there, which is right there. Okay. The next one there. The staff at the Arcola Country Club prepares tables for a wedding reception. They're able to make 6 tables in 45 minutes. How many tables can a staff make in 4 hours? Well, this is the basic proportion problem. You're comparing tables to minutes. I can make 6 tables in 45 minutes. Well, how many can I make in 4 hours? But I'm not going to put a 4 here because these are hours and these are minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert. First, I know that in 1 hour there's equal to 60 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to convert my hours to minutes. Well, 1 hour is 60, that's 4 hours. That's 4 times 6, that's 240 minutes. And then I don't know how many tables I can make. But I know that to solve a proportion, I got to cross multiply and divide. And so I'm going to cross multiply and divide, and I get 45x equals 240 times 6. Okay, we get 1,440. Okay, what do I do next? I divide by 45. So 1440 divided by 45. Remember, you got to divide both sides by 45 to cancel this guy, because 45 divided by 45 is just 1. And so that x is equal to 32. Okay. Next one there. Number 5, Remy bought 4 pair of jeans. His total bill included tax was $80.29, including tax. If each pair of jeans cost $18.50, what before tax? So that's key right there. Each pair of jeans cost before tax was added, what tax rate did Rami pay on the jeans? Okay. Again, this is with tax, and this is what the jeans cost. Well, I know the jeans cost $18.50 before tax. Well, I bought four. Rami bought four, so if each one, that means one pair, cost this. That means that four would be times 4. And I get 32, 34. I get 74, two numbers. So $74 is what the jeans cost before tax. Okay. And so I know that how much tax was added. Well, I'm going to subtract the 80.29 minus 74. And I know how much tax was charged. And that's $6.29. So now I know that to find how much tax was added, how much the rate was, all I can do is, okay, well, $6.29 was added to what account? What total? Well, that's the total. Part over total, okay? Part over total, percent over 100, okay? So part over total equals x over 100. All I gotta do is cross multiply and divide. Okay, number 6. We're out of time here. Okay, number 6. Let's see here. Number 6. Make sure the speaker. All right, number 6. The survey. Let's see. Students participated in the online survey. The survey revealed that for one person that liked purple, there were 3 people whose favorite color was red and 9 whose favorite color was blue. Okay, so let me continue. Before I continue, let me make sure I write that down. For one person, 2, 3, 2, 9. Okay, that's what I'm comparing. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 9. And then I know that 1 represents purple, 3 represents red, and 9 represents blue. Because it's telling me right there, look. Every 1 purple, 3 red, 9 blue. There were 162 students whose favorite color was red. So I know the total for red was 162. So they want to know how many are purple, how many are blue. So let's find the purples. Let's do a ratio between purple and red. So let's compare purple and red. So we got purple and red. Okay, that's what I'm comparing. So for every 1 purple, there's 3 reds. Well, now we can set up a proportion with the other number given to us. We know 162 is the kids that have a favorite color was red. So then, I know this is purple, so I don't know the other purple, but I know the red is 162 is here. Because remember, purples goes along the top, red along the bottom, because that's the way I set it up. If I would have put red on top, it would have been red all the way across on top. But I put the purple on top, so it's purple across. And I don't know what this number is, so I put an X. Cross multiply. 3x equals to 162. We divide by 3. So I use T-bow from here. Top in, bottom out. 3 goes into 16 5 times. 5 times 3 is 15. 6 minus 5 is 1. Bring the 2 down. 3 goes into 12 4 times. So that's 54. So that means x equals 54. But what does that mean? That means that there's 54 purples. So I know the purple represents the 54. And so I look here, look at my choices before I continue the problem. Is there a 54 right here? Is there any other 54? No. And that means, hey, I got lucky. I find that in the first try. Okay. Make sure you have it ready. Bye mañana. See you later. Bye bye. Oh, somebody's gonna find the mouse. There you go.